Hello Unlimited friends, it's Zara. Today I want to talk to you about one of the biggest roadblocks that people encounter in their law of attraction journey. And that roadblock is not being able to distinguish between what constitutes a positive thought and what constitutes a negative thought. Some negative thoughts come disguised as positive thoughts, and that's where the problem lies. Let me give you an example. One of the most common examples that I encounter is when people are talking about someone that they love. And often I'll hear them say, I love this person so much that it hurts. Well, here's the thing. If you're hurting, then you're not feeling love, because in any one point in time, you can only feel one emotion. And if that emotion is one of pain and hurt, then you're not high up on the emotional scale. You're somewhere down here below the worry line. And if you're below the worry line, you're not feeling love. Love feels like joy. Love doesn't feel like pain. So what's happening is that in our society, we've started equating the level of worry about someone with the amount of caring for that person. So if I say, I'm really missing my daughter and I'm really worried about her well-being, that would be seen as my love for my daughter. But really it's not, because in that moment when I am worried about her, I'm not feeling love, I'm feeling worry. Worry and love are two separate, very different emotions. They are not the same. So when you feel that you're coming from a place of love, ask yourself, are you actually feeling the emotion of love, or are you feeling a negative emotion in that time? So that's one thing. The other thing that I find happening extremely commonly is that people kind of go zigzag. Instead of going in a straight line, they zigzag in their thoughts. Let me give you an example. So the example I want to share with you is from the book Manifesting Mistakes. And I like diagrams. You know that about me by now, right? So there's a diagram right here, which I'm pretty sure you can't see it clearly, but I'm going to read out some of the statements for you so that you can get an idea what it's all about. So direction of thought, positive, arrow going this way, negative, arrow going this way. So if there's a thought in your mind that says, I wish I had more money, what is that? That's actually positive. More money would make my life better. What is that? Well, that's positive too. It would be fun to be able to buy things that I like without thinking about it. That's positive. Life is tough. I wonder if things will ever change. That's negative. I don't know what to do. That's negative. How will I pay all my bills at the end of the month? That's negative. Everything is so expensive. That's negative. I only have 9 days to go before the end of the month. That's negative. It wasn't always like this. Negative. I remember having a carefree, happy life. That's positive. Now I just seem to be miserable all the time. Negative. I don't understand how other people do it. Negative. I don't see how things can change. Negative. After all, I'm not getting any younger. Negative. I can't go and learn new things at my age. Negative. So you see what's happening? Even though the desire is the desire for more money, but aside from a couple of positive comments, all the rest of the comments are negative. They're pointing in the negative direction. So even though some of your thoughts are trying to pull you this way towards the positive side, most of your thoughts are pulling you on the opposite direction, which is negative. This is what Abraham calls the wobble, meaning not going in one clear direction, which is positive, and allowing your energy to be dispersed between some negative and some positive. And if the balance of your thoughts is negative, then it doesn't matter that you spend 5 minutes in a visualization exercise or 15 minutes in a meditation exercise. What you're doing is all day, every day, you're adding more momentum towards the negative side of the equation, and in the end, the negative momentum becomes so high that it takes you towards the negative side and towards manifestations that you really don't want to see in your life. So when you see yourself doing this, and you can very quickly, by just setting a timer for 2 minutes and taping yourself talking about any subject at all, and then drawing a thought map. That's what I call this exercise. It's a mapping exercise where we map our thoughts between negative and positive. All you have to do is map your thoughts, and you will very quickly find out whether the balance of your thoughts is negative or positive. And once you find out what you're doing and you accept what you're doing, that's when you can start changing things. Because the thing is, if you don't even know what you're doing wrong, how are you ever going to set it right? First, you need to figure it out. And once you have it figured out, then all you need is a strategy for turning it around. And that strategy I can help you with. It's really simple. All you have to do is, for every negative thought, you have to go just a little bit positive. Not all the way positive, but just a little bit positive. And I call that looking at the 6 thinking choices. We have a choice in any moment. We can either go now negative or now positive. We can go past negative or past positive. We can go future negative or future positive. It doesn't matter if we're thinking about now or the past or the future. We have the choice to put our spin on it. We can put a negative spin on it or a positive spin on it. But before we do that, we need to start understanding what really is negative and what really is positive. That's what I want to bring home to you today. I want you to start figuring it out for yourself. And I'll share with you the in the beginning, when I was new to my law of attraction journey, the way I started learning the difference between how people say negative things without knowing it and how they say positive things and don't really know the difference, was not because I was thinking I was watching the thoughts in my head. In fact, it was me observing other people talking. And as they were talking, I was observing what came out of their mouths and what I saw happening in their lives. I was drawing conclusions and correlating whether they were being negative or positive. So everything that I'm teaching you and the exercises that I'm sharing with you are based on my own personal life experience and things that I have done in order to turn my life around, and I want to help you do the same. Have fun with it. It is a lot of fun, especially when you start seeing the results. It is extremely gratifying, and it just opens everything up in your life. Have fun with it, and I'll see you in my next video. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment to let me know if this was useful. Bye for now.